What is going on, Ranger fans? DHR2 Productions back with a brand new video. So not only we're going to be covering the news of Mortal Kombat sequels happening and Simon Bennett's comments on future Power Ranger adaptations in the future. So with that being said, let's get into the news, starting with Mortal Kombat. So Mortal Kombat recently came out in April of 2021. Let's just say that the film had mixed reviews, but when it comes to the box office, however, it made over 83 million, beating Godzilla vs. Kong, and other films came after it, or before for that matter. And you know what? Mortal Kombat is here to stay. And not to mention that they're already planning on working on the sequels, and it's already been confirmed according to Todd Garner, as well as other creators of the 2021 Mortal Kombat movie. That's already been confirmed. Not to mention Johnny Cage will be in the sequel, and there already been some talks about a Sonya Blade spinoff or a Mortal Kombat series being on HBO Max. But when you think about it, it kind of makes sense because Mortal Kombat is such a big franchise as a whole. Beginning in 1992, Mortal Kombat has already begun the franchise and it's already been taken off by storm ever since the first video game adaptation since the 1985 Mortal Kombat movie. The second movie did not do so well in the box office because of how poorly executed it was, bad CGI, and some terrible acting as usual. But the 2021 film, however, it did have some mixed receptions, but at the end of the day, what's done is done. Mortal Kombat made its money in the box office, starting with the trailer on YouTube, as well as behind the scenes footage that gave the fans hope for a sequel will feature a tournament based on the Mortal Kombat, which we all know is going to end up happening. So, Mortal Kombat sequels is confirmed, it's already happening, it's already in development, but we still need to know who's going to be cast as Johnny Cage for the sequel. Now on to the Power Rangers news. Now, Simon Bennett is the executive producer on Power Rangers since he did some episodes on Ninja Steel, Beast Morphers, and now is currently working on Power Rangers. Dino Fury has responded to the fans asking them, or they ask him about what are you thinking about adapting Kyuranger and Lupinranger versus Patraranger being future Power Ranger seasons being adapted for the 30th anniversary. Now, when it comes to Kyuranger, it is impossible to adapt 10 or 12 Rangers into one season, into one show. Not to mention that they barely have any development, starting with Dino Supercharged, because Dino Supercharged is based on Kyuranger, the dinosaur season came out in 2013. Let's just say that Kyuranger will be impossible to adapt into a future Power Ranger season when it comes to 10 Rangers and a kid, officially a Ranger with a kid's body and a kid's size. So even Simon Bennett himself admitted that stuff like this wouldn't even make it into Power Ranger standards if it were to be done right. Now, not only that, Lupinranger versus Patraranger will not make it into the Power Rangers future Sentai adaptations as well. And not only that, but he also stated that Power Rangers as cops and Power Rangers as robbers would not fit well in today's society based on what's going on in this world. In some parts I agree, in some parts I disagree. I disagree with him about Power Rangers being robbers, more like magicians and learning magic, doing tricks in show stages at night or whatever like that. Based on what we've seen in Lupinranger versus Patraranger, robber rangers, they look more like magician rangers doing magic tricks and such. And we know there's cop rangers, so it would be possible for them to adapt that into a Power Ranger season. But at the same time, it was never gonna happen, according to Simon Bennett. So even though his comments had mixed reviews on social media, and some people are agreeing with him, and some are disagreeing with him of his opinions on Lupinranger versus Patraranger and Kyuranger. Whichever season Hasbro or Simon decides to adapt for a future Sentai season, it's up to him. It's not for us to tell him to adapt next season after Power Rangers Dino Fury. You have to let the man choose whether he wants to adapt the show or not. It's totally up to him or Hasbro for that matter, because we still don't know what season is going to be adapted after Power Rangers Dino Fury, so we have to wait and see what's going to happen. So that is your latest news on topics in nerd culture, Power Rangers, and Mortal Kombat. For more information, make sure y'all subscribe to my channel. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok will be down in the description below. So until then, I'll see you in my next content.